So, did this indie VTuber stole the design from a bigger VTuber? Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out.
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So today we're going to cover another round of VTuber related drama, and as you can see from the main protagonist here, we're not off to a great start. But before we get into the fine details of the situation, I want to give you a too long didn't read version of events to give you guys some greater understanding of what we're going to talk about here. So basically we have a situation where a VTuber by the name of Powder would call out another VTuber. As you can see, Powder has around 34,000 followers, and she would call out this VTuber named Lily, who also goes by the name Royalty, who has about 2,000 followers, a small fraction of what Powder has. Now, what Powder is doing is they are claiming that essentially Royalty ripped off all of their design and their concept as a VTuber as a whole, and are trying to ride on the coattails of their success. And when Royalty would release a Google Doc explaining their side of the situation, that there was no ill intent or a lot of things were just coincidences, and that they were even willing to change some of the details to accommodate Powder, Powder would then respond with basically a mean girl routine mocking.
Oh my god, dude. She was willing to like change some of the designs so that she doesn't hinder towards Powder. But then Powder decided to be a mean girl.
Me voy a matar. Me voy a matar. Este es mi último. Uy. 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 Me voy a matar. Uy. Uy.
Yeah, I'm just... Dude, man, anytime I hear anything about the VTuber community in general, I'm just like, okay, what is it this time? What is it? What? All right, tell me the fucking news. All right, just give it to me. Just tell me. Just fucking tell me.
The situation, and it made Powder look very bad. And I'm also gonna hit you guys with kind of the money shot here. Here are the two.
Bro, they don't even look the fucking same. They don't even look the same. Wow, look at these two very identical VTubers. Wow, they look exactly the same. Same clothes, horns, horn color, hair color, ear jewelry, even the tattoo on the neck. Golly. Oh my god, dude, they don't even look the fucking same. What the fuck is she talking about? Dude, she's fucking delusional, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Holy fucking crap, dude. You can't be serious. They think this is these two are the same picture. Oh, fuck, dude. She has her horns literally on her forehead. And then this other girl here, Powder, has her horns on top of her head. How the fuck is that the same thing? Ay.
Two models in question. We are comparing Powder on the left here to Royalty on the right. Now, as you can see, this person right here is kind of mocking the situation. Basically, Powder is relying on the fact that these look the exact same.
No, they don't! What the fuck is she staring at? What do you mean they look the same? No, they're not. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you blind? No way, dude. There's no way that you actually think these are the two same designs. You think this girl on the right is the same design as yours on the left. There's no way, dude.
And on top of that, she is relying on the thought process that apparently she owns the concept of a white-haired elf with supernatural attributes.
She's an elf? I thought she was a demon. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna lose my mind off of this fucking video so far, man. This is so dumb. This is so dumb.
Which is really crazy to say. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Make a call-out post on Freerun next? It's very strange. But let's get into the details of this situation.
No, she's a demon. No, she a demon. She a demon VTuber. Never mind. She's not an elf.
And here's Powder, as you can see, a demon or daemon VTuber. I'm not sure.
It is demon. Apparently, you pronounce it as demon. Apparently, so yeah. I've always say daemon. So I always say daemon. It's a daemon.
What the correct pronunciation is, but this term will be very important in a few minutes. So a few days ago, she made this vague but not so vague call-out post on Twitter saying this: I just want to come out and say that I am aware there is another VTuber in the space with a similar design, color, and, well, lore name. I have already made...
What do you mean a lore name? What? What are you talking? You guys don't have the same name. What the fuck are you talking about? Your name is Powder. The other person's named Lily. What?
efforts in the past to communicate with both artist and VTuber. Not much happened other than I was able to voice my concern. You can see the reception to this was pretty positive. About 2,000 likes, only 7 quotes, most of them positive, by the way. And they would end their statement with this saying, knowing what I know about the creation of the look-alike, I am disappointed and I do question ethics. But overall, there is only one Powder. I do not wish to bar people from inspiration, but I do wish people would be more creative. Obviously, a pretty serious set of statements here, essentially calling this other person a look-alike, implying that they're ripping off their design and concept. However, because of the not only the very direct nature of this, like I said, vague but not so vague call-out post, and their history, Lily, aka Royalty, would know this post was about them, and they would make a Google Doc response here saying, hi everyone, I haven't been online, but I've been made aware of a situation. Here's my response with receipts, and I apologize for any further concerns anyone has. I do not condone any hate being spread on behalf of this. I hope this clears the air. And this is the beginning of the Google Doc where they share that her and Cherry, the artist behind the model, had already contacted Powder a year ago about the situation when they revealed their redesign at that time. And they attempted to even accommodate some of these concerns that Powder had. But basically this all boiled down to Powder saying, I hear what you're saying, but I just don't believe you. So here's some...
Can I see this part real quick? So, okay. Let me read this. Hi everyone. First I want to thank for everyone who has shown love and support for me and my re-debut design. It makes me happy that you love her as much as I do, as I just have gone on vacation. I have not been on social media since I posted the model reveal, so I have seen only bits and pieces of what is being said about my artist, Chiryu and I, since certain parties have chosen to not post DMs, I apologize. What the fuck? Those are DMs. Since certain parties since certain parties have chosen to not post DMs, I will. Okay. Sorry. I apologize if this is inconsiderate, but after seeing some comments and posts defaming both Cherry and I feel the need to defend myself, and I hate drama. I never wanted to be part of drama, and it makes my skin crawl that I even have to post something like this. I will not play in the my words against theirs game, and I apologize if it causes further issues. I just want to be clear. I just want to clear the air. First things first, I do not condone any hate being spread on matters, whether that be towards me, Powder, or anyone else involved. Okay. Secondly, DMs posted are mine and Cherry's DMs with Powder, as well as Cherry and my DMs during my design process that we had also sent Powder. As you'll see, certain bits might be cropped out for privacy reasons because Cherry and I are friends, and we also talked about our personal lives. Now, both Cherry and I were contacted by Powder last year when I first revealed my redesign. Okay. We did attempt to accommodate and reason with her concerns, as well as fully explain our design process and my reasonings behind my lore. Her response to me not only disregarded everything that I said, but had in my mind boiled down to, I don't believe you. I apologized, but I stood my ground. Then, after the matter was settled, I was blocked, and that was the end of that. What the fuck, dude? Are you serious, man? Like, bro.
Boil down to Powder saying, I hear what you're saying, but I just don't believe you. So here's some of the DMs. So Powder reaches out and says, hey, Royalty, I don't want any of this to come across as hostile by any means, but I have concerns about your design combined with your lore Damon. It took me very long to come up with the design for my character and my lore, which fits with the daemon term because I am a computer program, which is what a daemon is. Now,
Is that what a daemon is? Let's see. I thought it was just a demon. I guess so, but like, I assume this is the most common one, I guess. It's just a fancier way of saying demon. Yeah. Every week have a new VTuber drama. I don't even know. This one's pretty dumb in my personal opinion, to be honest. The powder girl is so dumb in my personal opinion, to be honest. They don't even look the same. They honestly don't even look the same. How the fuck do you get that this looks the same as yours?
Now, I looked into this and this was shared in the Google Doc. That term and its spelling, yes, it has a computer-based definition as well, but that's also a historic and biblical reference to demons in general and also some other supernatural beings. So
yeah, I was about to say, I was like, doesn't it like mostly mean about demons and shit like that? Like actual demons, you know?
So that's not just a computer term. She was within her right to label herself with this term because, as she points out in her initial response, she has a demon concept. She wanted to do an elf with long white hair. That is a pretty classic trope among anime and also VTubers. And they had this old spelling, this old English version of spelling demon that went along with their lore and their concepts. And then Powder would respond by sharing a DM had this old.
Wait, can I see real quick? Hi Powder, I understand your concerns and I hope I didn't offend you or upset you. When I was coming up with a new design that I felt felt me more, I just knew I wanted a elf with long white hair, since that's always what I loved. Goated, to be honest. Great taste, to be honest. Beautiful. I love elf girls too. I wanted to add horns because I thought they'd look cute, and my favorite color is purple. Then I want, well, yeah, of course, there's a lot of people who like purple. I wanted like a streetwear / techwear style, which looks great in my personal opinion. This is what we came up with when coming up with the lore. I knew the daemon is an old English way of spelling demon, and that sometimes the difference is that daemons are good spirits and demons are bad. I honestly just enjoyed the term and the history, so I went with Damon Elf. Despite the fact that I follow you, there was zero thought in my mind that you also had that similar.
Spelling, this old English version of spelling demon that went along with their lore and their concepts. And then Powder.
So this is Potter responding. Let me see.
Powder would respond by sharing a DM from a supposed mutual, basically saying that they believed that Royalty was a ripoff of Powder, and Powder would say this attached to.
Interesting. Like, it just looks like an alternative you, bro. What the fuck? She follows me too, and I interact with you, so I don't think it's a stretch to say she knows you. She's definitely been a thing with ears like that prior to design. I don't know if specifically Damon, and I get And I get liking purple, but bro.
The screenshot, I don't mean to sound rude, but I don't believe you about the motivation behind your lore. I just want to avoid these types of messages from mutuals, and I feel uncomfortable knowing you knew of me during the design process, because apparently royalty was following Powder at the time, which to Powder that meant that they knew them and knew all about everything to do with their account and their concepts. But then you would see further responses from Powder saying that basically they tacked on elf and now it's too similar.
Let me read this. Specific way to spell demon and then tack on elf? No. She didn't tack on the elf. Her original design was an elf, and then she wanted to add the horns because she thinks it was cute. She's doing this the reverse way. She's doing this reverse. For my lore, it plays on words and a node to programmers because I look like a demon and I am a computer program. You're a computer program? You don't even look like a computer program. Hey son, thank you for the follow. It wouldn't make me anxious if you looked more different or perhaps used different lore. She's not a fucking computer program, dude. She's not even a computer program. The similarities did catch the eyes of others, so if anything in the future, if there are comparisons, I hope they won't cause too much trouble. I wouldn't be so nervous if the design was so similar or the lore, but both of them at the same time raises my suspicions because my character and lore means a lot to me. Is there any room to wiggle on either of those things?
And these similarities
Mommy,
did catch the
sorry
eyes
you
of
look
others,
so
and
beautiful
they're
for one
wondering in
sweet
the
wife.
future
Wait, sorry,
if there's any
Sanako
more
to Kekking,
comparisons and they
Sanako
don't
to
want to
Kekking.
cause any more trouble.
Well, hello, son. Welcome. I see the first message you decided to do was the TTS.
And they would be nervous if they were royalty because the design is so similar. And then
They don't look the same. Both designs do not look the same.
basically they end by saying, is there any room to wiggle on either of these things? Basically relating to the various concepts behind royalty's VTuber character. And they would respond with a statement from their artist as well, but they would say, I'm sorry you feel the way you do, but I really don't know what else to tell you, and I don't mean to sound rude either, but I really don't appreciate basically being called a liar. If you don't want to believe me, then don't. But as you can see, after I gave my description of what I was wanting, that is the first design that was presented to me, and I loved it. There were no references to you at all, and you weren't even part of the design process. And going forward, they would share some more details and also clarify that they had this term Dame.
I don't think it copyright. I think it's just someone who thinks no one can use their VTuber design. No, because I assume they hold IP copyright to that model specifically, so.
Demon or demon, and they're willing to change it to the regular spelling of demon to accommodate the concerns of Powder, who would then reply by saying basically they appreciate this and they are just sad about this situation, and there's going to be speculation
that you're fine.
there's
You're
some
not
sort
really
of
fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never
I
understand.
appreciate you getting back to me. I appreciate the DMs being sent. It's definitely set off a lot of red flags that the design originally was going to be a different color, and the mention of demon spelling wasn't until later when you posted it publicly. It saddens me that both you and your designer moved forward when speculations of looking a lot like me was raised and you both convinced yourself that it doesn't matter. I would not have known about this until a mutual had reached out about how closely related it is. That's powder, but in a different outfit. It's something I would be offended by a person trying to create a unique OC in such a niche area like VTubing and paying money. I think that's what it says.
weird situation going on between these two, and that's kind of where it lied for that moment. And they would also add here too that they feel weird about this whole thing, and they're not trying to be aggressive, and they're giving advice. But that's where we're at with that Google Doc. That's essentially the majority of what's on there. And then we would see Cherry here, who is the artist and rigger behind the model and the concept, who would release their own brief statement about this situation and basically share some DMs further clarifying that there is no intent.
No, because you can buy the copyright or so rights or so for the model when the artist makes it. So, yeah, you can buy the rights for it. That's why. Let's see. Hello, Potter. I hope you're doing well. I saw your recent post about how VTubing was taking a mental toll on you, and as someone who has been going through the same thing, I hope you can find the motivation to return to your love of content creation. I'm just wanting to quickly message you, as I have recently started on Royalty's model, and I remember mentioning showing it to you to make sure there's no similarities that could potentially make you feel uncomfortable. I have attached her work in progress. If there's anything that concerns you, please don't hesitate to let me know. Bro, like, why the fuck does no, fuck that, dude. I would not message the art. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was making like VTuber art, like VTuber like rigging, like I was like the rigger, right, and the VTuber artist as well, I would not fucking contact this person, to be honest. I'd be like, no, fuck them. Fuck them. Get fucking butthurt, bro. It's not even the same fucking design, for God's sakes. Like, literally. Like, what the actual shit? It's literally not even the same fucking design. They don't even look the same. It makes no sense.
Tend to copy. It's pretty straightforward, and then
She doesn't own the word Damon, okay? She doesn't own it, okay? Like, seriously. Like, any other VTuber can literally can use that specific word, you know? So it's not that crazy. Hi, Jerry. Thank you for reaching out to me. I spoke with my OC designer and Kidu about it. I got their feedback on the matter. They gave me good insight and opinions about it. I think it's best if I no longer see any updates about the model or the design moving forward. I remember you saying you wanted to contact me in the past about it. I appreciate you following through.
And Royalty would respond basically saying that they try to work this out, and it seems like they're just kind of at an impasse here. And also mentioned through this at several points.
This was back in February, chat. Remember this. This was back in February. I would assume it's February of this year. I assume it's what it is.
We saw Powder mention that they would make a statement in the future if they felt the need to. And that's what they did with that initial call-out post. And seeing the Google Doc and a lot of the information being clarified, Powder would make a very ill-advised response video. This was a few hours after...
Oh no. He did a response video? Ooh. Alright, let's take a look at this, shall we?
Royalty had made her Google Doc, and it says, my response. And I can't play the video, it's got copyrighted music, but basically it's like some weird TikTok type meme video where they're showing side-by-side comparisons of their models, essentially trying to once again claim that there was some sort of stealing of concepts here. And you can see, based on comparing this post to her original,
they don't even look the same though. They really do not even look the same.
Vague call out post. This one went really badly. The other one had about 2,000 likes with only 7 quotes. This one has about 600 likes with over 100 quotes. People saw the way this was framed and some of her responses and the replies, and it came off like a mean girl type breakdown, right? And you can see also, right in the first reply, she directly tagged the artist and the VTuber so people can immediately go to their accounts, and also with this kind of passive-aggressive for you language added onto it. It's not a very good look. And you can see at first when it was going positively for the first like hour or so, she was kind of like joking in the replies. People said that video is nasty work, absolutely diabolical, where Powder replied saying, the parasites in my head made me do it. But things would
Wow, this sure is a good way how to fucking ruin your career, don't you? Why can't just bro, man, like I don't understand this shit anymore, to be honest.
start breaking down when people started to really think this whole thing is mean-spirited and just kind of childish and immature. Where this user said, "Girl, this is not it. Why are you being so unnecessarily mean?" Where Powder says, humor is my coping mechanism. Where the other user replies saying, "It doesn't make it any less malicious. Just talk shit behind closed doors." Then, I don't know, dude. I hope she never sees it so she isn't unnecessarily harassed. Where Powder said, "I tagged her, so it's a little too late if she doesn't want to see it." Which, of course, you would reply by saying, just delete it to prevent further harassment. But then another person would say, "I don't know, man. I think a simple tweet saying you know Lily's design and have talked to them behind the scenes was all you needed to say. Quite frankly, your lack of professionalism brought this on. No such thing as vagueness on the internet. You forced small creators into a defense." And she replies with an original call-out post, the vague one, which of course she's ignoring the fact that she also added on things like this, where she's saying that she knew there was a lookalike, and this whole thing was brought on by her going public with this situation. But on top of that, another user would say, "Dude, this ain't it. Tonight I read a total of 72 Google Doc pages between both sides, and all I can say is, bruh, just stop. You're both adults, behave as such, and move on." Where Powder says, "Oh yes, I'm gonna leave it here, no worries. I mean, damn, I ain't doing another doc, LMAO. Tomorrow's a fresh new day for Dark Souls," which is like a weird stream plug. But yes, there's 2 Google Docs because Lost...
Wait, there's 2 Google Docs for this? God damn, dude. God damn.
In this fray, they attached a Google Doc response to that video where they were basically trying to mock the entire situation that they created for themselves. And in that doc, there's really not a whole lot. Basically kind of just reiterating everything we already know and trying to rely on speculation to frame the other party as ripping her off. But I think this section is the most telling. Let me read this section from her Google Doc, Powder's Google Doc, saying, "A message to the haters. You might look at me as just some dumb, whining anime girl, but this is my job. I take it very seriously, and a lot of planning when it's my VTuber model. It is my brand. I use this to stand out as much as possible. Don't come at me with the, you're bullying a smaller account. Okay, weirdo. I built my success using my brand/model, so I'm gonna feel a little uncomfortable. I know exactly what it feels like to be that smaller account. I'm going to be uncomfortable when the design looks like my OC in an alt outfit. The lore..."
Dude, it's not, dude, it's not even the same fucking design. Okay, it's literally, it does not look like you. It honestly, it really does not look like nothing about it literally looks like you. You're paranoid as fuck if you actually think she looks like you. You're so paranoid.
Her name is the same, color palette similar, the artist has a similar art style to mine.
Hello, Michi. Thank you for the follower. So, welcome.
They, artist and VTuber, actively follow me. Oh, and other people are actively pointing out the similarities throughout the whole process. I don't know, man. The math is mathin' for me. You can call me dramatic, but I ain't blind. I hope you...
You are dramatic, and you are blind. And you're also ignorant, and you're also stupid on top of that. Dude,
Not funny, I didn't laugh. Your joke is so bad one would have preferred the joke went over my head and you gave up retelling me the joke. To be honest, this is a horrid attempt at trying to get a laugh out of me. Not a chuckle, not a hee-hee, not even a subtle burst of air out of my esophagus. Science says before you laugh your brain preps your face muscles, but I didn't even feel the slightest twitch. 010 This joke is so bad I cannot believe anyone legally allowed you to be creative at all. The amount.
Damn, man. Sheesh. What a roast. I don't really care, to be honest.
You achieved what you wanted in the end. I'm not attacking anyone for being small or trying to post this at a bad time. If anything, this probably just helps them so. Yeah, this is kind of coming off as a bit egotistical, okay? I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Yeah.
yes, Powder, you have some success as a VTuber. You are not like Iron.
I'm sorry, that was not for you. That was for my friend. I'm sorry. Wait. You know this person? Wait. You know this Powder person? No way. Are you serious? No shot. I thought for a second there you were making fun of me, to be honest. I thought you were for a second there. I was about to say. That's why. No, it's okay. No worries. Oh, shit. I got disconnected. No! Damn. I died. You would Michi killed me. Oh shit. Goddamn. I didn't expect that, to be honest. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Are we back? Are we good? Are we okay? We alright? We just died for like a hot second, that's why, so. Are we back, chat? Let me know if we're back or not. Hello, chat? Are you guys still there? Are you guys alive? The Rose Mustache Tracker stream died. No, man. Damn, dude. The roasting was so hard, man. I fucking goddamn stream died. I can't believe it, to be honest. Oh, God. Where's Michi at? Michi, where are you? Come back into the chat, Michi. Come back to the chat. Come back to the chat. Don't go. Come back. I have a question to ask you.
Iron Mouse. Okay, you're acting like you're so high and above everything.
How you doing there, hun?
This is kind of ridiculous to believe that you own color palettes, that you own the concept of a white-haired elf or the term demon. It's getting a bit much. And many VTubers...
The Void called me for what purpose? Oh, it's because I randomly got disconnected, that's why, so...
including myself and content creators in general,
hey,
have
Draco.
dealt with similar situations where someone has similar concepts as you, similar types of content or the way they build their content, but at the end of the day, you are you. And all you can do is focus on yourself. And unless someone is 100% ripping you off entirely, that is a situation you can worry about. But situations where people have similar concepts or take inspiration from you, even
also happy
like
birthday
directly
too as
taking
well.
inspiration
Whenever
from
your
you,
birthday
it's
is,
okay.
Gloria.
That's why
I don't
we
know
end
if
up in
you're still here, so-
situations where every single time there's a new pink-haired cat girl on the scene, someone's calling her a rip-off Nyanners, or someone comes out as an aquatic-themed VTuber and they're called a rip-off of Shy Lily, and so on and so forth.
Or Garagora. Yeah, but like the one VTuber that actually did almost do like a one-to-one copy or so was that one VTuber. I forgot her name specifically, so she keeps popping up on my recommended for some apparent reason.
So forth. It's really ridiculous how people think a given VTuber owns an entire set of concepts. The market right now with VTubers is so oversaturated, I can't even begin to understate that, okay?
Michi
it is
has
very
disappeared.
oversaturated.
No,
People are
come
going to
back,
overlap
Michi.
on their
I had a
concepts. That is a
question to
natural
ask.
thing to happen. But anyways, someone would point out that section of the Google Doc saying it's very weird, where Powder would simply reply by saying,
Let's see, what is this? This is one of the weirdest responses I've ever seen. I think, if anything, this final section speaks volumes. How increasingly aggressive and defensive it gets, the worse it becomes. Generally, this should have been dealt with in private. Oh yeah, no, 100%. If the shoe fits.
saying if the shoe fits, where that user says, going around to every quote tweet, replying to criticism with sarcasm isn't going to help you win any hearts over. I recommend considering it's 4 a.m. my time to go to sleep. Take some time away from Twitter and maybe reach out privately where they say,
It's a girl. Just letting you know.
thank you, I'll definitely consider that. You get some good rest. And this person says, I recommend doing it instead of just considering it. Where then Powder says, no, mom, I'm a big girl now. And then this user says, acts like one then. And then she replies with this like emo gif here saying, I'm so
Dude, why is she being like, why is this person being like super freaking sarcastic and everything? What is, she's like being super defensive.
So sad. It looks so childish. And then things would get worse when the next morning, Elara would do a stream, and during that stream, they're talking about this situation with Powder and...
Oh my goodness gracious me. No way, with Elara? Holy shit. Okay, this is gonna be interesting to be taking a look at. They got Powder to be on the stream to talk about it. Oh man, dude, 4-hour stream on this? Ooh.
Royalty. And Powder would join the stream. Not only were they in the replies of the chat saying things like some parties sharing their opinion are too biased because they've worked with the model or the creator of the artwork, but on top of that, they would join in, like I said, and things would get really messy really fast. And basically, I'm going to share a couple of clips here, but in essence, what you're going to hear is Powder doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on all of their posts, including the sarcastic and, quite frankly, somewhat rude responses they had over the past 24 hours. And you can even see Elara trying to kind of push them towards the right response, and they still just make some pretty unhinged remarks.
And you were emotional,
I didn't
but unfortunately
intend
that's what
harm from other people. I intended harm from myself to them, right?
Yeah, but that's not what happened, girl.
I understand.
That's not what happened at all.
I understand, but I'm trying to like get your advice in this. Should
Well, like, I would
say
never really admit,
that I
would never really
admit
like
that?
She sounds, dude, she sounds so young. She sounds so, dude, I swear to, dude, this is honestly just proves my statement that all the young VTubers or so are just like, they can sometimes be like, what's the word? It's like they can sometimes be like a ticking time bomb for some of these, you know, waiting to go off, you know, with like something will trigger it specifically. So it's always like, you know, it's always like the most smallest thing or so. It's like, I don't know, it's just a lot of these like young VTubers. Like when I'm talking about young VTubers, I'm talking about like their age specifically, you know, the way how they think, you know, their mindset in it on itself. And like I'm just like trying to think, why would you ever think this way? You know, I can never understand the logic for some of these people sometimes. You know, that's why I'm always like so confused. This is why I've said it multiple times, you know.
VTubers nowadays starting to remind me of the incestuous English Funimation voice acting community with the gatekeeping conspiracies and controversies, scandals and drama.
That's why like for me, like I'm pretty glad I didn't start VTubing at a super young age, you know. I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm glad I kind of like, I'm kind of more happy that I started, you know, VTubing a little bit more later when I'm more mature, you know, because I don't have this specific mindset that these people have, you know, because I didn't grow up. Like, I would assume this person grew up with the internet. I didn't grow up with the internet, okay? All right? Hey Queen, how you doing there, hun? Welcome. Like I said, like I didn't grow up with the internet. So like seeing these like young people or so growing up with the internet, I feel like they're like they just don't like think logically or so when it comes to a lot of these things. Like at the end of the day, right? You can even look at the chibi model that she has specifically. Like, this is her chibi model of, like, well, the reactive GIF, you know, the reactive GIF or so, right? When she speaks and everything. It's not even the same as the VTuber model on the Twitter post. Like, literally. Like, dude, man. She's like, you know, she keeps saying, like, oh, I worked up my brand and everything like that. But, man, what you're doing right now, you're completely messing it up so hard right now. You know? Like, you really are messing it up. So, oh, that's nice. That's nice. We're just here watching a video right now, so.
Intend harm from me to somebody else. You know, like I don't think that way.
Yes,
She does
one of these
recognize
people.
that she acted a little rashly and
Mhm.
you know, acknowledges that. Is that fair? Is that good? I don't want to put words in your mouth,
Yes.
Pattern.
No, I do feel like I acted emotionally. I agree. Do I regret what I've done? No.
Do I regret what I've done? And the answer is no. Wow. That is definitely a mindset of a child. That's definitely 100% a mindset of a child right there.
Am I currently still emotional about it? Yeah, probably. Do I want to apologize? No.
No shot, dude. You can't be serious with who? What?
I think you should.
Yeah,
But again,
I appreciate that.
No, dude. If I had someone like this in my VC and this was happening or so, dude, I would press so hard on them, dude. I would press so hard on them, dude. I'd be like, "No, what are you doing? What are you talking about? What do you mean you do not regret it? What do you mean you don't want to apologize? What are you talking about? Are you delusional?"
You know, that's something that's on you.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, that is up to you.
Right.
Everything becomes more and more.
Well, I found out that Tricky is old. She's a lot older apparently, which is so weird. Like she's not. I thought she was a young age VTuber, but she's not a young age VTuber. She's actually an older age VTuber, which is more jarring to me from that statement that she made.
This is just bound to happen. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks, but
Yeah.
I think you've said your piece. I think.
Yeah.
I would
think you're
probably
right.
take down this snarky response, but
La
you know,
veo otra paloma.
But I appreciate
yeah,
that.
no,
Me voy a
understand.
matar.
That
Me voy a
mindset's
matar.
silly.
Que mi último.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think any of that did anything to help out the situation. In fact, I think her responses on that stream made this situation even messier for
Dude, that made it worse. That actually made it worse, dude. That is such a that is like 100% a childish like personality, to be honest. The moment I heard her voice, the moment I specifically heard her voice, I was just like, yes, this explains everything. This actually explains everything.
Powder. I mean, it's coming off like mean girl behavior, and the inability to apologize or to recognize any of her mistakes is making this worse. The best thing she could have done is take down that most recent post, or really take down all of the related posts, and simply make something that looks like an apology, or something that looks like they're trying to move on, or to condemn the harassment that was directed towards the other VTuber in the situation. But for now, that's going to do it. Obviously, we're dealing with a lot of subjective stuff, and people are entitled to their own opinions, so I'd be glad to hear what you guys have to say about this situation in the comments section down below. But that's going to do it for this video.
She's 100%. Powder is 100% in the wrong here, you know, because like, let's pop this out real quick. All right, let's pop this out real fast. Let's pop this out real quick. All right, let's see. I'm probably misspelling the name wrong.
FBI, open up!
Oh, yeah. Put an O here. What is it? That's 6. Oh. Pff. Gotta put the Okay, let's see. Let's take a look, shall we? Did she ever like took it down by any chance? Can we see them? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, I kind of. Oh. Dude, this is so uncalled for right here. Like, this is literally uncalled for. You're weird. Powder free. Oh, that's funny, dude. That's honestly, that's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty hilarious. Are these the quote retweets? Oh no. I ain't gonna lie, that was a pretty funny one. I'll be honest with you. This one was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. So let me see. So let's scroll back up real quick. Let me see. Hey, comedy. Let's see. This is a big post was made because of the comparisons did not stop, and it was a message to others that I was aware and tried to talk. I would never have dropped a Google Doc, TikToks, or DMs if I hadn't been specifically called out by both the artist and VTuber. Right. Right. What is this? Let me see. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I'm a freak. I am not as well worded as most people on drama, so ignore if you don't care. This isn't about owning anything. This isn't about bigger account versus smaller accounts. This is a question about creativity and the lack thereof. This is a question about when do consequences start being too much. It's about being oblivious to the similarities and the possible consequences of how that makes someone feel. An easily avoidable thing that when ignored, when it could have been nipped in the bud early. I can't control what other people do about my feelings, but I'm going to react in a negative way when I've been ignored and lied to about a compromise. If you believe it's okay to just look like each other, then well, I don't really understand your mindset. They don't even look the same. They don't even look the same. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Hey Rochi, how you doing there, hun? Welcome, Marcel. Let me see. I wanted to see creativity. I want to see uniqueness. I don't want to push the narrative that it's okay for people to be just like everyone else. Look at the bigger picture and stop focusing on one emotional driven decision I made. I think it's okay to criticize when you have all the information, but it's not okay to constantly berate someone. I always try to keep it 100% with y'all, and I don't want to half-ass an apology. If I'm not feeling apologetic, just to appease a very emotional charged crowd on Twitter, thank you to everyone who has reached out to me privately. I am lucky to have y'all. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I want to add that if you're already written off my feelings because of that dumb TikTok, then I can't prove myself I can't prove myself to you anymore. I've shown you everything I can, and I'll drop everything here and say my final piece. Some of you mean people are quoting a serial harasser as well. If that helps push your opinion, then to be so. I feel like having different approach from you from this matter would have ended more in the favor because people would be focusing on how you felt, not how you essentially bully the other two parties. And yeah, the the docs text statement are boring and overused. But if you felt that this is damaging your brand or format messages, should have been more appropriate. I'll definitely take that at all and learning lesson for moving forward. Wow, dude. Actually, wow. I'm gonna be honest with you. This person is definitely childish. Definitely childish. I will say it here right now. She is definitely childish. So that is actually crazy, to be honest. Wow. Wow, chat. Wow, that's definitely something that we just learned today about this specifically. So I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't even own the word, okay? So if someone else wants to be a demon or a daemon VTuber, you know, you don't own the word, okay? Alright? Please learn to grow up. And it isn't that serious, to be honest, okay? Alright? But anyways, that was a very interesting video that we took a look at, so I'm gonna be honest with you. They literally don't look the same. They literally do not look the same. They don't even look the same, like the same models. How is this even the same model? This makes no sense. It's just a lot of young people or so being VTubers. I'm glad. I'm kind of glad that I'm not like that. White hair, elf, purple color. Clearly she copied me. Emilia from ReZero. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. That's great. That's funny. No, she's young. No, she's a baby. She's a baby. If you have this specific mindset, you're a baby. So that's it's just plain and simple, you know. If you actually have this mindset, you're a baby and you always will be a baby. So towards me, you know, I appreciate you using my interview. This wasn't a planned thing. She was in my stream and was okay hopping into a call. I was very surprised by some of her answers, and as you said, it's just made things worse for her. Yeah, it definitely made her case a lot worse than it is. I'm too old for this drama. It's a stupid drama, I'm gonna be honest with you. They literally think this girl thinks this other VTuber copied her design, which has nothing. They honestly just don't look the same. It just makes no sense. It just literally makes no sense whatsoever. Anyways, like I said, VTuber community always disappoints me every single time I listen to this shit, because I feel like a lot of VTubers are just kind of pretty dumb. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And yeah, you can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and you guys can let me know, are these two pictures the same thing? Let me know in the comment sections down below. And yeah, that's the end of the video.